so I can already tell this vlog is going to be a little bit chaotic. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. It is Monday, it's technically Tuesday now. I was going to actually start this vlog tomorrow because I'd not filmed anything all day and I've not really read anything either. I'm reading Her Majesty's Royal Coven, but I didn't get around to reading it today because I had a busy day at work. And I was just going to start it tomorrow, but then like, things happened in the theatre world. Of course it's in the theatre world, well, kind of in the musical world as well. I got very excited because Taylor Swift is probably going to be announcing a tour soon, but Jamie Moscato started in Moulin Rouge tonight. I have tickets for a month's time, but I couldn't wait, so I may have found an audio recording online of them singing El Tango de Roxanne, and I was not prepared. I'm going to need to buy more tickets to see this show. I kind of just want to stay up listening to it on repeat, but I should probably go to sleep. But I'll give you proper updates on like reading and things tomorrow. I just thought I would film this video of me just being like, Jamie Moscato, El Tango de Roxanne. I'm very happy I booked tickets to see him in Moulin Rouge now. Hello. Look at me actually remembering to film a vlog update on a Tuesday, because normally I just say I was on sprints yesterday and I forgot to update. I am currently on sprints. I am just setting up to film though, because I'm going to film my recommendations video for West End Readathon, which you should have already seen before this video. It should have, fingers crossed, gone up on Saturday. It is exactly 2 weeks until West End Readathon starts today, so I thought I should probably do a recommendations video for my own readathon. So I've just finished prepping it all. I have got myself looking half decent to be able to film the video, and that's what I'm going to do in the next sprint. I have not read anything today. I think I filmed a clip last night. Yeah, I did. I filmed an opening clip last night to talk about finding the bootleg of Jamie Moscato in Moulin Rouge. I found more clips and I've spent a lot of the day listening to them. I'm so excited to go and see that show next month now. Like, I'm desperate to see it before next month. It's literally like, it's just under a month away. It was a month 2 days ago. Not that I'm counting. And yeah, I very, very much would like to see it sooner, but I will not be able to, which is very, very sad. But I will definitely be booking more tickets this show. I was kind of waiting until I'd seen if I liked him in it before I booked more tickets, because the ones I want to get are the can seats, which is basically these seats that are actually like around the stage, and you're on like a little table, so it's almost like you're at the Moulin Rouge rather than being at the theatre. And those are the tickets I want to get, but they're not the most expensive seats I've ever seen. I mean, like, some of the regular seats in that theatre go up to like £200 and these were only like 100, but still, like, it's a lot of money to fork out on a ticket. So just want to make sure that I was wanting to see it, and just from that like one song, well, actually I've managed to find clips of 2 songs, but just from those, like, I am desperate to see this. So yeah, that might be getting purchased. I think the next time those are available is January, so we will see. But anyway, as you can probably tell, Moulin Rouge has been on my mind all day, as has Taylor Swift. I've been listening to her music as well because tour for her is happening next year, it seems. So reading has not been my priority. I did get approved for an ARC today though of a Taylor Swift lyric, Never Getting Back Together by Sophie Gonzalez, which is one of my most anticipated releases that's coming up. So I kind of want to drop everything and just read that. But I am gonna, once I film this video in the next sprint, I am going to read some more of Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I'm going to make sure that I do actually read a little bit of that tonight, and then I'm travelling again tomorrow, so I can read some while I'm on the train. I do also need to edit the vlog from last week though. I'm not very organised this week. I think it's because, well, I am actually, because like after I've done everything I need to do today, I should be fine. But it's just because I know I'm going away on Friday, so I know that everything for the weekend needs to be done before then, which is stressing me out a little bit. But if I've got this film now, and then next weekend's videos, like the one after this one that you'll see, will be TBR. So that one will be filmed. I'll do it next week at some point. And then I have a bonus video planned to go up like the end of October as well. So anyway, I'm just rambling once again. We've got like 2 minutes left on this sprint, so I'm gonna go, and I will catch up with you guys possibly later on tonight when I've read some of the book, but probably more likely tomorrow. So yeah, we'll talk then. Okay, it's time for a little bit of an update. It's Thursday evening. I have not read anything this week, like at all. I still need to read Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I was going to read some tonight, but I have been packing. Actually, I have been doing something. I'm going to London tomorrow to go to MusicalCon with Becca, so I needed to pack before I head there. And yesterday I was supposed to read, but I was just really tired, so I ended up kind of just scrolling on my phone and then trying to go to sleep early, but then not being able to sleep, which was not great. And I can't even remember what my excuse was the other days. Like, I was on sprints on Tuesday. Oh, I was filming a video and I was editing videos. So I was doing stuff for this channel, and I still need to edit a video, which is why there's not going to be much reading done tonight. But I feel like there are other updates. I mean, most of my updates is just that I have been buying a lot of theatre tickets this week. Basically, there's a load of stuff like being announced and things for upcoming months. Because like the latest one I booked is next year in September. And it just happens to be that a lot of them have gone on sale recently. So I've been kind of making plans for the next year, which I'm very, very excited about. So basically, new things that I've booked is to go and see Tammy Faye twice actually in the next month, because my mum wants to see it. And then I'm also going with Meg. That is a new musical that is based on Tammy Faye Baker, as in she's an American woman who ran like a TV network all about religion, Christianity, but there was also a lot of like ripping people off for their money as well involved in it. And there was a film out last year called The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which had Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield in it, which I quite liked that film. And this new musical is written by Elton John and Jake Shears from the Scissor Sisters, and I've heard good things about it. Mainly I want to see it because Andrew Rannells is in it, who was in the original Broadway cast of Book of Mormon, and I'm very excited to see him on stage because his voice is amazing. Then me and Meg also booked tickets for two things next year. So the one in September is Next to Normal, which I don't know if I've already mentioned that in this vlog, but Next to Normal is a musical that was on Broadway in 2008, 2009. It was off Broadway first and it transferred to Broadway. It is all about mental health. The main character, Diana, is a mother with teenage children, and she is struggling with her mental health, and it is about, and she's struggling with the mental health, and it's kind of about the treatments and therapies that she goes through as part of that, and looking at the fact that some of these treatments sometimes can actually be worse than the symptoms that they are trying to treat. And I'm not going to say too much else actually, because if anyone's interested in it, I think it's one where it's quite good to actually like listen to it yourself. It'll be quite interesting actually to see if there's people who don't know the storyline of it when we're in there, because I feel like there's quite a few reveals and things if you've not really listened to it before. But if you don't mind knowing the story, I do recommend listening to it because it is my latest obsession. I've known about the show for years and just never got around to listening to it, and I'm really glad I did because it made me want to buy the tickets. So on Monday morning I booked those tickets and we're going, like I said, next September, which is a while away. But before then we have also booked tickets to go and see Ariana DeBose. Again, for anyone who doesn't know who Ariana DeBose is, if you've seen the new West Side Story adaptation, she was Anita in that. She won an Oscar this year for playing Anita in West Side Story. She has also been in the film adaptation of The Prom, which is on Netflix, and she was in the original Broadway cast of Hamilton. She played the Bullet. She played the Bullet, which is an ensemble role, and I really, really like her. And she's doing a concert at the Palladium in April that I wasn't sure if I was going to get to go because it's a weekend of Becca's birthday, and whatever she wants to do I will fit around that. But it turns out Becca's plans for her birthday don't quite like overlap with this, so we're still able to go. So I'm going to go and see Ariana DeBose, and I'm very, very excited about it. So yeah, basically not read much this week, but planned a lot of exciting theatre things, which I'm very happy about. And then I get to go to MusicalCon this weekend, which is a convention, but it's all about musical theatre. I know I've probably said this earlier on in the vlog, so I'll skip it if I'm repeating myself too much. But yeah, there is tons of fun things happening. There's loads of like performances on stages. There's some cast reunions. There's like an In the Heights cast reunion, and I loved the UK cast of In the Heights, so I'm really excited to go and see that. Hopefully there'll be a performance from them. I'm hoping it's not just like them all like hugging on stage. I'm hoping they actually sing a little bit anyway. Like if they just want to do like 96,000 or In the Heights, I'll be happy. But I also feel like I'm going to spend a lot of money. I'm going to do like hopefully do some birthday Christmas shopping things while I'm there, because there's some birthdays coming up because I've got a couple of birthdays coming up of people that really like musicals, and then obviously Christmas is coming up, so I'm hoping if there is like merchandise and things that would work for those presents, I will do that, and then I'll feel less bad about spending money on myself, because we all know I'm going to buy a few things. I am trying to read some stuff this weekend as well, so I'm, like I said, still reading The Majesty's Royal Coven. Probably won't read much of that tonight, but I'm hoping to read a fair amount on the train tomorrow, and then I've got a few hours to waste before I meet Becca, because I'm meeting her after she finishes work. So I should hopefully be able to read a little bit then. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up after I finish that one. I might start the audiobook of Zama Storm's Silence, because that is on my TBR, Match TBR, and maybe take a physical book as well. I'm looking at what I've got to read physically, and I think the shortest one is probably Hyde by Kirsten White. So maybe take that one. But we will see. Right now I'm going to go and finish packing and also watch Drag Race UK. So I'll probably catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. Hello, it is Saturday now. I did not film anything yesterday apart from clips on the train and at the theatre cafe. I'm at Becca's. I'm just getting ready to go to MusicalCon. I'm dressed like Lydia from Beetlejuice. You can't see it properly, but I am. I read some things yesterday. I reread the bit of The Majesty's Royal Coven that I forgot because I couldn't remember what I'd actually read in those first 10 chapters, and I'm now further than that, but I'll give you thoughts on that later. Today's musicals day, because we're going to MusicalCon. We may be going to see a show tonight. Yesterday we watched the pro shot of Heathers. That was a fun time. And also yesterday the new Taylor Swift album came out, and I will of course give you full thoughts on every single song because you need an in-depth breakdown of that, but I will do that later on because right now we're going to MusicalCon. I will film a clip of Becca saying hi in a little bit as well. this is not good lighting, but look.
It's really nice.
Look at all the bunkers.
There's nothing there.
There's lots of them.
It's not all of them.
We're going to MusicalCon day 2. Becca's excited. She is Berlin today.
Yeah.
I am not dressed up for this because I have a concert to go to afterwards. We went to see Back to the Future last night. It was very good. It was better than I expected it to be. We're both a little bit tired, I feel. But
it's raining.
Yeah. But let's go watch more musical things. There's like the original cast of 6 are performing today, and I'm very excited about it. And so is Becca, apparently. Right. We'll see you later.
You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
And I found my father's high school yearbook. Now I attended the same high school.
Down that future, I'm on roller dice. Better remember, lightning never strikes twice. Please don't drive any yates. Don't wanna be late again. So take me away. I don't mind, but you better promise me be back in time. I see heaven much better. Go up the ladder to the roof where we can be. Up the ladder to the roof where we can see heaven much better. Go up the ladder to the roof where we can be. Where we can be. Where we can be. Up the ladder to the roof.
Lights up on Washington Heights, up at the break of day. I wake up and I got this little punk I gotta chase away. Pop the brake, hit the crack and go and sing while I wipe down the horn. Hey y'all, good morning.
So how can I say that while I was away, I had so much to hide? Hey guys, it's me, the biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it. She's back and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. Andando el camino por toda su vida. Respira. Y si quieres mis huellas, que Dios te bendiga. Respira.
Going farther, I'm getting on a plane, and I'm gonna change the world someday. And he slapped my face. He stood there staring at me. useless today.
The rattling screams won't disrupt my dreams. It's a lullaby in its way. The elevated train drives everyone insane, but I don't mind, oh no. When I bring back boys, they can't tolerate the noise, and that's okay, 'cause I never let them stay. But one day, I'm putting an elevated train and I'm riding away. It won't be long now.
Carnaval del barrio, carnaval del barrio, carnaval del barrio, carnaval del barrio. Bisogni dell'elettricità, più la fiamma avanza, sacca la baracca, brinda tamarina, arancio e la paragna. 96,000,
I never win shit.
96K, go!
If I win the lottery, you'll never see me again.
Damn, we only joking, stay broke then.
I'll be downtown, get a nice studio, get out of the barrio.
In daylight, in sunsets, in midnights, in clubs of 16 years dying slowly bit by bit. All I did was rob a few stores. Justice here don't fit the crime. I've been broken by the devil. Justice is a waste of time. I won't get to heaven. Why not raise a little hell?
Hello, I'm going to quickly wrap this vlog up. I'm back home now, in case you can't tell. It is Monday afternoon. I know I normally end these vlogs on Sunday, but I did not film any clips yesterday after being at MusicalCon. I think all you'll have seen yesterday really is a clip yesterday morning with Becca, and then clips at MusicalCon. Oh, and a clip of Jordan with Gage. So yeah, let's do a recap of the weekend, shall we? Because this is not a reading vlog, obviously. I've barely read this week. I was going to finish Her Majesty's Royal Coven on the train today, and I did not, because musical things were hinted at, and I got distracted listening to the Bonnie and Clyde soundtrack, but that's a whole other story. So since I last did a proper update, I did reread the bits that I'd already read so that I'm understanding the story more now. I am enjoying it. I will finish it. I've only got a few hours left of the audiobook. I don't think I'll finish it tonight because I am going out with my mum tonight for her birthday, but I should hopefully finish it tomorrow, and then who knows if I'll finish my TBR, but we'll talk about that in next week's vlog. For the actual weekend, I had a really good time. It was really nice spending time with Becca. It was really nice being around all the musical things because, in case you haven't guessed, I really enjoy musical theatre. So we got there on Friday. We watched the Heathers Pro Shot. I don't know if I mentioned that. There were some fun editing choices that I didn't particularly love. But other than that, it was really good. It was nice to see it. It's not my favourite cast overall, but there were some people in it that I particularly loved, and yeah, I do want to go and see it again, even though I only saw it a few weeks ago. It's one of those where I go through phases of being obsessed with it, and I feel like I'm going back into a Heathers phase at the minute, but also very much a Bonnie and Clyde phase, because like I said, there's hints that it's going to be an announcement tomorrow that it's coming back to London, and if it is, I'm very excited about it. Then obviously we went to MusicalCon on Saturday. I will have put clips of all sort of my favourite performances and things, and to be honest, I can't even remember what performed on which days now, but there were lots of fun things. I know yesterday particularly there were cast reunions of In the Heights and the Hope Mill Theatre production of Rent, which are both productions that I saw and absolutely adored. They are both two of my favourite musicals. I know I say that a lot, but those are very high up there, top 5 musicals. We watched some talks on the Saturday as well. I did a bit of shopping. I can't really show you a lot of it because a lot of it is birthday presents for a certain other musical theatre obsessed person that you may be able to guess who it is. But yeah, it was a good time. To say it was a first convention, it was run really well. There were definitely some issues with sound, but it was more because the room was too small, so where the panels were situated you could still hear a lot of the main stage. They did try and combat it by having headphones so that you could hear what was being said on the stage that you were watching, but obviously their microphones were still picking up the main stage, so it was a little bit of an issue with that. But other than that, the actual event itself seemed to be run really well, and I feel like there's a lot more opportunities that they could do, but that will come with them sort of having an idea of what's happened in this one, seeing how well things worked, whether or not there's an interest of things. So I can only see sort of potential for it to grow, and I'm really, really excited. I hope they do it next year. They did, apparently. I didn't stay for the very closing ceremony because I went to another concert that I'll talk about in a minute, but apparently they did say see you in 2023 at the end of it, so fingers crossed it's coming back. On Saturday night we went to see Back to the Future the musical, which I was supposed to see in Manchester in 2020, and then I was literally about to book the tickets and then lockdowns happened, so it's been a while that I should have been seeing that, and then but I never got around to seeing it in London, but we ended up going to see it this weekend, and I actually really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I really, really loved the film, and I was a bit worried about whether or not it'd work on stage, but it really did. The effects were good. It's a fun show. it's a fun show. I'll happily see it again at some point. It's not necessarily a priority to see it again, but it's one that if like my friends said let's go and see this one, I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? And then last night I went to the Jordan Luke Gage concert, which was fantastic. If you don't know, he is an actor who was I've seen him in And Juliet. He was the original Romeo in that. And Bonnie and Clyde. He's also been in Bat Out of Hell and Heathers, and I think Taboo is the other thing that he's been in as well. But from what I've seen him in so far, I enjoyed him in Anne Juliet, but then Bonnie and Clyde, he was incredible. So I was very excited for the concert to see him do a little bit more, to see him sing a little bit more, and he did not disappoint. It was a very good show. And then, like I said, there's been hints that Bonnie and Clyde is coming back, so hopefully I'll get to see him in something else again soon. And yeah, I think that is pretty much a wrap up of my weekend. Like I said, not much reading, but I had a very good time because musicals. And I think, and now I'm just rambling, so I'm going to wrap this vlog up. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.